Hello, Planet Earth. Welcome to my YouTube channel. We're at IDK, my BFF Jill 730.
My BFF Jill 730.
I'm Preston L. Young, wishing you warm salutations and congratulations as always. You've made your way to the Buffington Post. Today we are going to do a very quick version of viewer feedback for issue number 26 of season 10 of Buffy, because issue number 27 is rolling out today. I really wasn't going to do one, but I'm going to throw this one together at the last minute. It's going to be very rushed, so sorry about quality. It is 7:40 in the morning on the day of the 18th, so Alright, so let's jump into what you thought about the issue number 26 of season 10 of Buffy the Vampire Slayer, because here we go.
You are invited!
I'm fresh.
You
Gotta be fresh.
Funding for this program is brought to you in part by the Corporation for Public Broadcasting, and by the annual financial support of viewers like you.
Alright, so let's start off with Wonky Ninja, a new viewer to the channel, who says, "Knew there had to be someone else reading this series. Glad I found you." And like I said, Wonky Ninja, I'm glad to have you here. And there was also another reply which will point you to other places on the interwebs where they are discussing season 10. Andre said, "This seems like it's turning out to be the Hoffman arc I've always wanted. His actions and even his backhanded mercies seem consistent with the same character who killed Halfric to free Anya. A character this powerful and important can't simply be killed off in a grand battle, so I anticipate a creative solution to this story." I agree. I'm really thinking that Wolfram and Hart are going to come in and play a really big role, or if they're not going to play a big role now, there's definitely going to be some bleed over, but I can't believe that the senior partners would want DeHoffrin to pull this whole thing off, and so I agree. I love that DeHoffrin is finally our big bad. I think everybody is in agreement on that. It's just a very interesting development, and it's nice to have had DeHoffrin for all of these years, since way back in his little, almost cameo in Doppelgangland, and now here he is all these later. He's the bad guy. Alright, so moving on to Natalia Escobedo-Canific. Again, you need to spell your name out phonetically so I can stop pronouncing it wrong. That would be amazeballs. Natalia says, "I think I already said it, but I really enjoy your reviews, so thanks again for doing this." And Natalia, you're welcome. I'm doing this for you and everybody else who will take the time to watch it, because I love Buffy, and I'm sure that eventually we Buffington posters are gonna blaze a trail and find all of the Buffy fans out there and bring them into the comics. And so yes, you're welcome. I enjoy doing what I do. She goes on to say, "Probably not the fairy folk, but everyone or everything from the ex-council, ex-members, dimensions will be angry and willing to join forces against DeHoffrin." That's a very good point. I think that we are definitely going to see people come out of the proverbial woodwork to help out Buffy and her cause. We've got the military, we've got the vampires, we've got Deep Scan out there who are paramilitary at the moment. And so while DeHoffrin does have a certain degree of ultimate control, he's kind of like the genie in that his only power really is in that book, but we'll get to the book. But yeah, I definitely am excited to see who all will come out of the woodwork. I was talking to Chris Alayo, he does the Fab Fanboy channel, and we were talking about how Billy was just a total waste because they just threw him away at the beginning of season 10. And so I'm hoping that Billy and Anahid will show up in the final fight if we get to a big kind of final fight situation. But yeah, I'm really looking forward to seeing who all is going to come out and help the gang, or just try not to help DeHoffrin, you know? Now, Ken Miller, you always have a lot to say, and I honestly think that you should start a channel because you have some very interesting ideas, and I'm not going to read your entire comment because it would take up my whole video, so I'm just going to look through here and respond. Ken loves that Rebecca's back. Yay, Rebecca's back. I love Rebecca Isaac's art. She really does make things look elegant. I agree there. And I agree about Dawn. She's never looked better. Season 10 is the best looking Dawn that we've had through the comics, and, you know, arguably she's more attractive than Michelle Trachtenberg, but don't tell Michelle I said that because she's kind of got an attitude about her right here. What else? We've got, Xander using his humanity in order to establish order in this new world, and his humanity was his strength, and so, yes, I agree, and that's always been Xander's strength to, a large degree. He's loving that Wolfram and Hart are coming in. Yay, love Wolfram and Hart. You said you loved the tribute to David Bowie, the magical arms dealer. I didn't really love that. I felt like it was too much too soon, and that's why I didn't bring it up in my review. I felt like it was a bit tacky. I get it, but at the same time, I didn't necessarily love it. He likes that Willow did finally show up and show her colors and show that she was going to be a badass, even though, De Hoffman proved that nobody can be a badass against him right now. It was, again, nice to see Willow toughen up a bit. He talks about how true De Hoffman's speech was. We've had Buffy all season long, and she's had all of this power, and rather than be worried about how to use that power, she's been more worried about things like Spike. And sure, she's got this rule book, and she's been, doing her best, but she's letting all of her human troubles, inform her decisions. But that's the point of the Slayer. De Hoffman sees humanity as a weakness very much in the same way that Illyria does, but De Hoffman, even though he's thousands of years old and he's just whatevering away reality, reality means something more to humans. It's what we live in and have to kind of sift through. We don't have that demon clarity that De Hoffman has, and so he does raise a lot of good points, but at the same time, it is Buffy's humanity that makes her the Slayer and makes her the best one we've got, arguably. I disagree that the military and the vampires are going to play with De Hoffman in order to have more power. I think that they are going to finally realize that De Hoffman is a threat, and that if he can give power, he can take it away just as easily. And I don't think that they will want to play with De Hoffman, no matter how, charming he is. And last, we've got Periwinkle Paisley, who says, I agree with you about the book. There's too much that hinges on it, and what she's referring to is me talking about the fact that I think that we've got to get rid of the book. We've got to stash it in another dimension, or we've got to destroy it and kind of let magic reshape itself, in a sense. Maybe the rules would go into a different book, but I don't see that happening either. We've got a lot to look forward to in our last 4 issues coming up, and I'm excited to see where it goes, so find me this evening because I'll be reviewing issue number 27 today. I'm Preston L. Young. You can come right back here to the Buffington Post anytime, guys, for Buffy the Vampire Slayer reviews, Angel and Faith reviews. Buffy Season 9 and Angel and Faith Season 9 are about to start their final arcs. I just started the final arc of Angel and Faith Season 9. Next, I will have Buffy Season 9, issue number 22, ? So stay tuned for all of that. Have yourselves a great day today. Hope you're having a great 2016 so far, and I'll see you tonight. Bye.
I'm fresh.
You
Gotta be fresh.
Funding for this program is brought to you in part by the Corporation for Public Broadcasting and by the annual financial support of viewers like you.
BFF Joe 730.